Hello, everyone. This is Steven Schinder with another Yes Shift broadcast. So, this is a difficult one as last night, a few hours after the previous news broadcast that I did on here, the news came out that Johnny Bruhns had passed away. He had been dealing with cancer for a while. He was fighting cancer. But this post came out from his family saying that he passed away and was surrounded by loved ones and filled with memories of joy. He spent his remaining time in comfort at home. Thank you for all the love and support over the years, and in this time, he always was floored and humbled by the admiration he felt in return for his efforts. And it also says here, he spoke of wishing to spend his later years in retirement composing music, and as it is such a large part of his legacy, we are re releasing a collection of worship songs he recorded and remastered throughout the years entitled Welcome to the Kingdom to his Bandcamp, available for purchase and listening. Proceeds go directly to his widow, Lori. And yeah, of course, Johnny Bruhns was a husband and a father. And the link here to the album, Welcome to the Kingdom, it's in I put the link in the post description, and you can also go to johnnybruhns.bandcamp.com. I gave this album a listen this morning, and it has some really neat rock flavors on it. There's also some very good humored lyrics in the fourth track, Temptation. Uh, and one of the songs, Turn on the Light, actually reminded me of some late 80s, early 90s stuff. And the speed with which the verses would come out was just very impressive. And there's also the closing track is called On the Flip Side, and that was a lot to take in, especially given the circumstances. This one was actually written in memoriam of his friend John Warner. So yeah, give that a listen, and like it says in the post, the proceeds go to his wife Lori. And for those of you, we generally have Yes fans tuning into these episodes, these broadcasts. So you probably already know his connections. That he was involved with in the present tour rehearsals, and he also played with Yoso and Circa. He was in a tribute band called Roundabout in the mid 2000s with John Davison, and more recently was in the Yes tribute band Total Mass Retain. And he was a very kind person. You could tell he was into the music and would he'd tell stories in between songs now and then. And that's part of the experience. Telling stories while playing the music, and it's just he was such a part of the Yes fan community, and seeing the outpouring of love with all the posts I've seen on my feed, it's very great to see all of that, how he really touched people's lives. Um, I also should mention this other link that's also in the post description. Um, so Johnny's instruments are also for sale, save for a couple at this time, available at his Reverb page. If there was something you remember of his, please inquire. And the link where his instruments are for sale is reverb.com/shop/gear garage 731. And again, you can find that in the post description. And yeah, Dad and I were really surprised when we heard this news that Johnny had passed, and we really enjoyed talking with him when we had him on the show back in January. We were trying to, we wanted him on the show for a while, and we were scheduling him for sometime last year, but then he had to take care of his health, so we put that on hold. And then in January, he said he was ready, and we had a great conversation about music and about his journey and connections with Yes Music and people who've been in Yes. And it was a great conversation that he was really happy with how it came out. He really enjoyed the seeing the video after um, he had done it with us, and I'm really glad that it was to his liking, and we really enjoyed hearing about all that he had to say, and he was a really kind person. And I'll be reposting that interview on our Facebook feed for today, and in other places, like YouTube and podcast apps. You could find it if you type in Yes Shift Johnny Bruhns, and you should be able to find it. Johnny Bruhns interview. But yeah, give that a watch if you haven't already, or give it another watch. He tells a story so well, and again, we were very fortunate. Um, it's a lot to take in. It really is. Um, so yeah, check that out. Check out the links in the post. And again, our hearts go out to his family and his friends, everyone who knew him. And it really, um, it's a lot, you know. So, you know, today and every day, Father's Day or any other day, be kind to each other, and spend time with the people who mean a lot to you. It's we just never know. So I'll close us out with a clip of Johnny with Total Mass Retain. This is when he was playing the intro for Onward, that Keys to Ascension style intro. So I'll play that, and then we'll close this out. But yeah, I just really wanted to come on here and address this before I travel. I'm gonna go see the fam and see dad. So I just wanted to take a little bit of time to acknowledge this, because Johnny was a friend, not just to us but to many people. So here's the clip, and um, you know, check out all the other videos that he did with Total Mass Retain as well. So here you go. Onward, Johnny. You're definitely missed. So, everyone, feel free to share any memories you have of him, and remember all the good times. And we'll be back sometime soon. But like I said, take care of yourselves and of one another, and we'll see you all soon. Bye.